it's like a mafia. It's hard to really get out, to ever really get out. Getting out, usually you get killed. And you kind of left we kind of both left the mafia.
Okay, you guys. So this is the time when I turn the camera on Bethany. Oh. So, Bethany, first of all, I got to ask you this. Do you think you are privileged?
I do.
You do?
How could I not?
Well, you are.
I know. How could I not? Yeah.
Do you think you are a Karen?
I think I'm half a Karen.
Really?
But I don't know that Karen is the definition that it started as. Like, to me, Karen is someone who might want to lodge a complaint. You know what I mean? I don't have the haircut of a Karen or dress like a Karen. Well, today
But you
I have
would
mom
lodge
jeans.
a complaint.
I might lodge a complaint. Well, no, I wouldn't, because I'm not keeping it 100. I'm only keeping it 75. But if I were keeping it 100, I would probably lodge a complaint.
Do you think in the industry overall that Black women and white women are treated the same?
I can't imagine that they are. I do think there's a fear-based reasoning since Black Lives Matter, and people in some ways overcompensate. Like, they're trying to, have inclusivity, and they're making it a policy at the office, but I don't know if it's going on every day in like moment-to-moment actions. I don't think that Black women are seen the same as white women, but that's more like inside people. Like, people have to just change who they actually are versus like, I work in HR and I'm going to check these boxes. Yeah. I think that the entertainment industry has changed many policies because they frankly have had to, but I can't imagine that you get the same treatment. And I can't really pinpoint exactly how and why. Only you could, because I don't have that experience. Yeah. But I can't imagine that you do.
So the next question for you would be my situation. I know you don't know a lot about it. I know you've probably just heard things from here and there. And I said something at a time that wasn't as popular, but it was around Black Lives Matter time. Would you have spoken out if you felt like you were being abused? I kind of feel like you would, because I feel like you'll just kind of say stuff.
I would have, but if I still had a business dealing with them and needed or wanted the check, I might hold until a rainy day.
And then you'll look like a gruntled employee.
Right. Then I guess I would. Yeah, I feel like it's a very tricky game with this group because it's like a pyramid scam where, I don't know if you've ever been in a pyramid scam. Years ago I was. All you want to do is get out the top, but then somehow you get right back in the bottom. So the women are all just trying to come out on top. Exactly. Yeah. But then somehow the game gets them sucked back in. Like, you go back, like, I leave the show, I'm out, but then there's a lot of money dangling. So I go back in, and then I'm doing really well and everything's great and I'm making all this money. And then it just feels toxic and I feel bad about myself and I want to leave again.
Wow. So you have one daughter. Do you think you should have had a second child so that she could have had a sibling?
I don't. She is so happy, and I think she loves being the only one and loves being the special one. And she's very social, but she's also very insular. She likes to be by herself, and she likes to do art by herself and do crafts. And she doesn't want her time occupied all the time by somebody else. She's not one of those kids that like needs to be in the middle of everything. She's very, very special child, a very sweet.
Would you marry again?
I don't know. I would, and I might, but I'm not sure. It's not necessary.
It's not.
You know, you can have a life partner and someone you respect and love. I mean, you would love Paul. Like he's a wonderful, but I don't. It's another contract. Yeah, look how the trust you've had, the issues. You're going to go do a prenup, a contract. What do you? It's like another negotiation.
I agree. And then you might have to have a baby.
Those days are old. I love you.
Are you a girl that wears makeup every day?
I'm
a girl that wears skin girl.
I'm a skin girl. I don't wear makeup any day. Today's a big day. Today, this is the Super Bowl. You're here. Yes. I don't wear makeup any day. I wear makeup when I'm being paid to wear makeup or I'm doing an appearance or something only. That's why I'll do the clip-ins, but like I don't really do nail pot. I'm very about natural. I like healthy and natural. I like to feel clean, and I don't mind if I look like shit. I'm not vain.
So do you fast?
No.
No, you do not?
No.
So do you diet?
No.
You do not?
0.
Okay, so how do you stay so fit?
I run around like a maniac, and it was all in my book, Naturally Thin, that you allow. Like, everybody's always worried about what not to eat and how to avoid. And instead, if you allow and indulge, you'll never feel like I was bad. So I was bad, so now I have to be good. And you're punishing yourself. It's like not a healthy relationship with food. I don't go on the roller coaster.
Have you ever been drunk before?
Many times.
Really?
Drunk. Many times. Many. Too many to count.
Oh my God.
Blackout, yeah.
Yes.
Many.
Oh
Too
my
many to
God.
count.
So do you drink now?
We've probably been drunk together. You were too
Yes,
drunk.
I just
You were
didn't
too drunk to
know it,
remember.
girl. I didn't know you were there. Oh my God. So do you drink now?
I don't drink hard alcohol anymore, only
Okay.
wine, because I have a health issue and severe dehydration, and I've almost been like hospitalized a couple of times. It takes my blood pressure to the ground really bad,
Yeah.
like really bad.
I know you have your skinny girl stuff.
Yes.
And I like the skinny girl thing.
Yes.
Do you have a champagne? Because I'm a champagne drinker.
I don't have a champagne. I don't.
Do not.
I have a rosé, and maybe we'll come out with a champagne now because
Nah.
it's called Forever Young. You could drink it all day and you'll be getting younger.
I love the word forever young.
Yes,
I
it's-
always think that I'm going to be like this.
Right.
age
So you
forever.
get the more champagne you drink, the more young you get. But for now,
I
it's
love
rosé.
it.
Yes.
That's a really good one.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Final question. I know that it may take some time, but do you think, I know you touched on it earlier, that there will be a union in place by 2024?
I think there'll be
For
a
reality.
process for reality union in place by 2024. SAG-AFTRA keeps asking me how they can help because they want to bridge the gap between them and the network. So the networks are going to have to come to some terms on things with people who have great issues with them. And part of those terms should be to work with someone like me to sit down and be like, this isn't going backwards. So you get to be a hero.
Yeah.
Bravo, for example. You get to be a hero like you were last week by putting some language in about workplace conditions and psychological treatment. Now you get to be a hero by sitting down with me and putting some new language into people's contracts about A, how they should be treated, and B, how they should be compensated in perpetuity. And that's sort of a bridge to a union, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, but don't you think if there was a union put in place that reality shows would be different? Then?
Absolutely. And that's why I think
but-
it's going to move in that direction. I absolutely do. It's just going to be hard. And I myself personally don't know how to literally do it on my own.
Yeah.
But SAG-AFTRA, the biggest union in this space, wants to do it. So they're going to have to come correct and figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I think they should. I
Yeah,
really do.
they
think
want
should.
to, and they've said they do. They're already looking into contracts and how things work and how people are paid and how it's not really a workplace. They didn't really understand that.
Yeah.
They didn't realize it's not. I kept jumping up and down, being like, it's not a technical workplace. That's why everybody can get away with doing anything they want. As many, so, and some shows are union, some aren't, some crews are union. It's like a hodgepodge because people have been getting away with it for 30 years in the name of saving money.
Well, you're doing a great thing.
Thank
I
you.
want you to know you're doing a great thing, and only you could stand and do this.
I appreciate
Honestly,
it.
I think you have a lot of people that are looking up to you right now, and I think you're going to get it done.
Thank you.
Come on, Karen.
Well, I lodged a complaint.
Yes, you did.
So
Lodge
I
a
am a
complaint.
Karen.
You are.
I lodged a complaint, a big complaint. That's what this is. I'm just a Karen. I lodged a big
I
complaint.
love that Bethany thinks that she could be a Karen. That is hilarious.
Well, I wasn't being proud of it, but I was being honest. I
No,
was
it's
keeping
the
it
truth.
100.